Here we go. It is not alive. Still banned from Instagram. I don't know why I keep saying it. Obviously, like I said in one of the past verbal autobiographies, someday I might see that I'm on live again, and that'll mean I'm not banned. Until then, I am going to say, despite Instagram saying there are no features limited from my account, that I am officially and forever banned from Instagram Live. I think that they're letting me be searchable again now, because I did get like some new followers after not having like any new followers during the ban. I'm gonna wear different glasses today. Oh man, guys, I'm not in a better mood. My life is still amazing. I really have nothing I could or should complain about other than I hate this big pimple that seriously popped up right after me being like, well, I worked really hard to keep my skin clean. I want a drink. I don't know how to be happy, guys. I don't. I really do not. I don't think that there is anything that could, like... I have had so much good in my life and always fallen back into depression enough to kind of almost be able to assume I will always be depressed. I mean, I guess, I don't know, like, it's like, well, then work for good, help other people, but sometimes I just don't have the energy. It's like all of my energy to, I don't know, I guess I'm not doing anything. Sometimes just like seriously just sitting in it. Sitting in it is a lot of energy to take. Sitting in what? A body with emotions. It's a lot. So, and I'm sure one of the dopest lives one could have. So massive empathy, sympathy for anyone else just sitting there in a body with emotions, because it fucking sucks. I think that drinking would make me more cranky. I can always tell. But it's not like things are any different. It's the same shit, same shit. Now it's Thursday. Same shit on a Thursday, same shit on a Thursday. 11/7/24. I'm going to go to the weed store, and I'm going to go to the pharmacy, because I didn't make it over there yesterday. So I don't think I can afford a weed and my prescriptions, even though I have a great copay of only like $5. So I'm going to get my prescriptions, and then if I have anything left, then I will go to the weed store. And you know what? Honestly, I could have enough money for weed and prescriptions and still be depressed, so that's not why. Ew, that weed tastes like fucking shit. If it tasted good, I would still be depressed. If Kamala had one, I'd probably be more depressed. Like, I don't know. I guess, like, I crave ending, clearly. But I know that the only things that end are bad. Like, it's either, again, heaven on earth. The things that we take so seriously here that we've been tricked into caring about. And before that, like, before seeing that, we die one by one. And then, at least for me, I'm going to go to heaven if I die before the heaven on earth. I could not do forever just sitting in this body with these feelings, though. Not to any kind of semblance of anything I would call heaven, let alone happiness. No, I'm happy. I'm happy because I know happy. Like, I know I'm supposed to be happy. So I say I'm happy. I'm just like, I don't want to fucking do this today. Okay. Why? Why am I doing this? This is so fucking tiring. It's not even on fucking live. Has it done anything for me? No. I mean, I don't fucking know. Something tell me, because I don't know. If anything, I think it's some negativity has come off of it for me. But then there's almost, well, I don't know if that's necessarily the best way to be in a life, but sometimes when, like, I should, like, tie this one on. There's, like, a part where I'm like, is this fighting? Is this something, like, fighting me that maybe I should stick with it? It doesn't really matter, huh? Nothing really does matter. Except for love. And that is a fact. I think if I loved myself, no matter my circumstance, I would be happier. But you know, that does not just happen. In fact, I don't think that there is any hard rules of thumb or a foolproof plan that leads to self-love. The closest thing I found is just like the tolerance of things over like the tolerance of self that comes with age. Because you kind of got to give up. You're like, you know what? I'm closer to death. So I guess I'll just grit my teeth and get through it. And so in that, I do have like some form of, you know, self-tolerance the older I get, because the closer I am to death, the longer or the not as long, the less long I know I have to sit in this body with feelings. All right, the autobiography of me. We're doing least and most favorites. But I'm not very good at least and most, because the world, or my life even, is like long, too long for me to, I would just have to sit here for hours in silence. I'd have to take notes. I'd have to go study if I wanted to really figure out every like thing. If like the least and most don't immediately pop into my mind, I'm just gonna have to say two again that I remember. Just two things that pop to mind. All right, least and most favorite magazine. All right, it's funny. This book asks a lot of questions about magazines, so I'm going to repeat. Actually, so it's funny, though, a few times during Verbal Autobiography, when it started, there was a whole stack of magazines over there, and I talked on Verbal Autobiography about that, about, like, why the fuck do I still have magazines? If they're not vintage Playboy, or you weren't in some kind of, you weren't featured in the magazine in some way, Playboy or not, why the fuck keep them? So I'm not going to go kidnap kids, cut up a whole bunch of, you know, letters and shit. So I got rid of the magazines. Still really working on getting rid of shit. Like, I have more clothes than I could wear. Probably even in a year. There's some, we have to be some stuff I'd have to repeat, like underwear and white shirts, but I'm pretty sure I pretty much do wear something different every single day of the year. And so how can I be sad? What a wonderful life. It almost makes me then like more sad, because it's like there's nothing. Like there's nothing that's going to fix it except for like medication. And I already know how to self-medicate myself to happiness. It's just that there's a war on drugs. I hate war. We should seriously do drugs and make love and stop fucking with war. Stop the war on drugs. Make love. Make love on drugs. Least and most favorite social media site. Pretty much that's been the theme of every single like verbal autobiography since I got banned from Instagram. Like my relationship with every social media thing. So I guess just go back and watch all that. It's a new page. One page closer to death. At random. Fun. Do you believe in reincarnation? Oh, for the love of God, no. I hope that's not. I don't know. I know if there's any choice to it. I'm like, okay, if there is reincarnation, I do think we must get some sort of choice to it. I think that there might have been that, like, we almost come from a life from before this, and then we kind of go back there. But with more knowledge having had been here. You know, I don't think a lot about reincarnation because I guess I don't believe in it. I definitely don't think that's happening to me. And I guess if I had to be reincarnated, I would want to be reincarnated as an unwanted baby in a state that legalizes or has legal abortion. At random, do you like roller coasters? I did like roller coasters. I haven't been on one in a while. That might make me dizzy now. But I used to be like a big fan of roller coasters. Do you believe that your personality traits are determined by your birth? So I don't really identify much with being a Gemini, which is what my horoscope sign is. And I'm a Gemini by one day. I was born on May 22nd. However, there is one book. It's called The Secret Language of Birthdays. I'm pretty sure that's what it's called. I have it, but I don't think I have it out of a box. The Secret Language of Birthdays. And it does a personality profile for each day of the year. And I will say the first time I ever read my profile in that book, I was 12, and it hit pretty close to me. Like, I was like pretty dead on, like stuff I would never like even think people like, I wouldn't even think would be noticeable like that. Like, I don't know. It was very, very distinctly something I related to. I have bought a copy of the book myself, and I have read it over time. I know they had a copy on the table at the coffee place that we would have the writing group at on Mondays. I keep wanting to say 2P, but that's today and Sunday. But what was it? Hippie Tico, or Classy Hippie. Classy Hippie had a copy of this birthday book I'm talking about on their table. The one that just like for May 22nd really nailed my personality. But I've noticed like by trying to look up other people that it's like almost so personal that like I would have to, it's like hard for me to be able to see someone else's like traits in them from that book. It's like almost something that it's like more on for you than you'd use for understanding other people. But yeah, Secret Language of Birthdays. So long answer, but I'm not really into horoscopes. Have you dined alone at a restaurant? I have. I've done all the kinds of dates alone. That's one of my bits. I'm going to run a bit by it. You, whoever's watching, thank you. It's no one right now. It's super lonely and it sucks. You can do everything single that you do in a relationship. You can go on walks. You can go out to eat. Go see a movie. You can do everything in a relationship, basically, you can do single. You just do it lonelier. Way, 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 way lonelier. Lonely movies. Lonely dinner. I'm like, you even Netflix and chill. But if you have depression, it's just binging TV with depression. Come out and see my shows. I'm even funnier. Have you dined alone? I never read it. Have you eaten raw meat or fish? Ugh, ew. I can't even like eat. Like I had to wash chicken thigh one time, and now I can't even eat chicken thigh, whether or not the bone is in it. I can't eat chicken thigh. It just fucking grosses me out. And I am a fan of chicken, but ugh, I hate the texture of raw shit. I'm not gonna do eyeshadow. Have you kept a journal or diary? This verbal autobiography. This is my last will and testament. And this is all the things for me. A verbal autobiography of my life with a lot of opinions, splooge, and basically a day-by-day thing, which does end up adding to, I guess, a autobiography. This is my journal. This is my vlog. I didn't know it was a vlog until I was editing a video. The video, like an AI thing, was like, this must be a vlog. And I was like, is it? Have you been in a car accident? Yes, but I've been lucky enough never to be in a real terrible one. Have you lived alone? Like, never indefinitely. Like, what if it's always like only for a brief amount of time? It's like, okay, I'm going to be going somewhere, or I'll be with other people, or like they're like coming back to the house, you know. I used to like house sit and stuff, and that's sick. I still would be down to house sit and stuff. Actually, I will be house sitting my parents' house here pretty soon for a while they go to Slovakia. But I won't be too lonely because my brother and sister-in-law will live like next door, Joe and Jordan. So that's nice. Have you been stung by a bee? Yes, hella times. My parents have a pool, and when I was a kid, I was always like saving bees from the pool, and I'll tell you, sometimes those fuckers do not appreciate it. Have you purchased something at a thrift store? Yes, I love thrift shopping. I wore some Uggs at the last roast battle, which are a thrift store find, although my mom was the one who found them. But I was thrift store shopping with her on that day. Actually, speaking of, if you hear a voice in the background, that is my mom. There's often been voices on the background of a verbal autobiography or in the foreground because I do not live alone. And I don't also edit the video, though I do have an app that would edit my sound just so that it focuses on me. But again, this is just the real thing. My last will and testament. I want you all to know who the real me was. I mean, you already do if you know me, but oh man, I don't get to see everyone so much, so this is a way. Oh man, I'm not feeling good. Like mentally, I'm not feeling good. I feel really, really bad. Like, I wish I could open up my head and take out my brain and then just smash it. Or drown it. These are the moments where I think, man, it's a good thing I don't know how to load and shoot a gun. Because a gun is seriously all I want to eat. Not fucking chicken thigh. Not fucking oatmeal. Although I do have overnight oats in the fridge. Okay. Let's see. We've got... You know, I am having a moment. I am going to shut this off and bash my head against the wall a few times. No, I'm kidding. Have you ever been to a professional sporting event? I mean, I don't know what constitute professionals. I like not a school one or something. I've definitely been to school sporting events. I think I've been to like a River Cats game. I don't even know if I've been to a Kings game, to be honest. I don't think I have. Yeah, I think like River Cats, is that professional? College shit. I didn't even really go to any like college football games or anything when I was in college. I like party more now and as a teacher than I did in college. As a college student, because college is expensive. I just wanted to get in, get out. And I did not just get in and get out. It was fucking hard. I'm not like the brightest bulb in the shed. Definitely took me a few class tries on a few classes. I got there eventually because, it took about 20 years for me to get good at school. In general, there's a way you do education. And it's I'll say I'm the most incompetent, talentless motherfucker. So, just so well educated. Remember nothing. And you know what? I don't think that, I know I'm weird, but like, she's weird. That's what, here it is. Yeah, she's weird. That's what the bracelet says. I think that education could be better in a lot of ways, especially the kind that I did, which it was pretty typical and just like, sit down and learn something, not really do it. Which, by the way, you're not really then learning. Like a lot of memorization was my education. Really good at memorizing. At least I was, but I do love drugs. This Cali weed is so good. Love drugs, hate myself. If you suddenly found yourself living in ancient times, you'd survive by doing what? How ancient are these times? I don't know. I'd probably just eat a berry and die. Like, how ancient are these times? I'm not gonna outrun any saber-tooths. I mean, I'm a girl. If you were a lawyer, what sort of people would you want to help? Everybody. Innocent people. Poor, innocent people. I mean, and if, like, I believed the criminal was innocent, I don't want to help them. So, like, people, like, been unfairly accused of stuff. Poor people who, if I was a good lawyer, I'd want to, like, help people who couldn't afford a good lawyer. Because that's fucked up. That doesn't really seem fair to, like, have a system where, like, you can do better if you have money. Like it should be, I don't know, as, like, fair as possible for trying to figure out, like, a crime scenario or situation, who was, like, what was done or what should be done to punish the person or something. Alright. Oh god, I really am hating doing this right now. Oh, I want to go. Where's my weed? Maybe I'll hit another hit of this gross ass tasting weed. Oh man, and I can't afford fucking weed and prescriptions. I am almost damn sure. But I'm gonna go to the pharmacy first. But I would not be more happy if I could. Hell yeah. That tasted disgusting and felt amazing. Oh shit, I didn't even fall down. Okay. Let's continue with shit. I am almost done with this. Let's just get it over with. It's not you guys, it's me. I don't know. I don't know how to get out of feeling like shit. That weed helped. Other than seriously, like, again, substance use, I really don't know how. Otherwise, it's just sitting in this body with those feelings, and I'll tell you, that makes me, like, want to die. Like, that is the worst fucking thing. Just being in a body and feeling feelings. Ew. Like, give me a fucking task. Oh, this is a task, and I'm almost done with it, and then I'm gonna leave. And I'm gonna go run some errands and drive. I fucking hate driving. But I need to go places. I don't know. I'm not like self-driving car money by any degree. But it would be dope not to have a driver, but like to not have to drive. Or I guess that's like, my front teeth are so like, can you guys see? They're not straight. They're like super jagged. See? Ew. No wonder I'm single. If you were to host or star in a TV show, which one would it be? Oh, that's a good question. I don't know. I mean, like, obviously, being what I mean, like, I think a lot of comics, comedians in my position would be like, anything? Like, anything? Wait, what do you got? I will try. I will try my best to be good at it. I will host or star in anything. What were you thinking? Natasha Leggero hosted that like MTV 70s house show where they like pretended they were in the 70s. If you could get away with any crime, what would it be? Some kind of like heist for money. Definitely something that would get me money that I could spend. And yeah, get away with it. So that means obviously would not be traceable. But I wouldn't want that to come at the cost of anyone hurting. And I'm sure if banks get robbed, it like it definitely comes out of like our shit because banks are our money. Yeah, so I couldn't even steal from a bank. Banks are, I don't like. It's like I understand banks, but like, you know, I think we're too good for banks. I use banks, but like I think that society technically never really needed them. But we can still all be good people and stuff with banks, and we could be good with banks, and every bank teller I've ever met has been dope. All right. Oh boy, when I come back, oh, I didn't spray my face yet. But when I come back, it looks like we'll be talking about, or did I spray my face? I didn't throw it in there. Actually, well, I'll answer right here. As I spray my face, I'll probably end up spraying in my mouth. If you could go streaking, you'd do it where? If you could go streaking, you'd do it where? Oh shit, hell yeah, a game. I guess like a Kings game. Although a Raiders game would be fun too. I like chaos. Yeah, so like a Kings game or a Raiders game. All right. What do you wear to bed? Underwear. The name of your favorite soap. Oh my gosh. I am not sure. I use a lot of soaps. The name of your favorite shampoo. There's this one I use that like does like it's not a purple shampoo. It's like a almost like a dye kind of color shampoo that adds blonde to my hair, and I think that is pretty sick. And that is this page's end. So then that means that is my end to this. Thank you for bearing with me while I sit in a body feeling feelings. I hope it has been not as bad for you. All right. Thank you for existing, cunts. Thank you for loving, cunts. And stay creative, cunts.